Good afternoon, guys. Genevieve here to talk about our full moon, our lunar eclipse, super blood moon, supermoon, coming up Wednesday morning around 7:15 here on the East Coast. This is going to be an extremely powerful and unfortunately mostly negative full moon for many people, and there's a lot of reasons why. Of course, it's not always just the moon. In this case, there are so many other planets that are in play. Mercury is about to go retrograde. We all know what that means. Saturn is also now retrograde, and there are tons of like squares and oppositions between Mars and Jupiter, Mars and the moon, and Neptune, and just all kinds of crazy stuff that our universe is up to, and therefore our galaxy is up to, and therefore affects us all here on planet Earth. So, the biggest thing now, again, the sun is in Gemini now, which is great. Gemini is an air sign. They're the communicator ruled by Mercury. They are known as the twins. And if you've ever known a Gemini person, you can understand why, because sometimes it may seem as if they're two different people, or maybe split personality. One day they're up and happy and bubbly and outgoing, and the other day they're reclusive, or just kind of don't want anything to do with anyone. But they are great. They love to travel. They're great communicators, again, inventors. They're extremely intelligent. Anything to do with technology, they're all about it. And then Sagittarius, which our moon is in, is the forward-thinking, outgoing, optimistic, or opportunistic sometimes, fire sign. And again, loves to travel, doesn't like to stay in one place for very long, is very humanitarian, generous, outgoing. But for whatever reason, this lunar eclipse, this full moon, these two in opposition are really stirring up some problems. So let me get into what you can expect over the next few days, or even possibly a couple of weeks, with this energy. Now, as we know, lunar eclipses, supermoons, are even much more powerful than just a regular full moon. And this is eclipse season, so it's kind of like the energy is just going to be that much heightened over the next few months from every lunar eclipse and solar eclipse that we experience. All right, so let's get into this, guys. I want you to be prepared, because all of us are going to go through a period of confusion, of possible deception going on around us, being more vulnerable. It's a very high chance of deceit and disease and crime and victimization. So you want to do your best to protect yourselves and the people that you love over the next few days. There is conflicts that will happen, miscommunication, changes that are unwelcome and may be detrimental. Again, with Uranus in play, it's always unexpected, but sometimes that can be good, sometimes not so good. In this case, it's probably not going to be so good. There is this Mars-Saturn opposition going on. So issues around greed and excess and jealousy, overconfidence, are all highlighted and presented. You have to watch out for overdoing anything to excess, because this full moon is going to highlight any type of addiction, especially with drugs, alcohol, even shopping or gambling. You're certain to experience losses due to these things if you overindulge. Also, this is a heightened time because of what's going on with Venus, of maybe being overly sneaky or deceitful in romantic relationships. It's high likelihood that people might be unfaithful at this time. However, please understand that whatever happens will come out. It will not be easily hidden, and therefore there will be a lot of conflict and drama and fighting due to infidelity or sneakiness, lies, deceit, that type of thing. Um, excuse me. I have a cough drop. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I have a cough drop in my mouth, and I guess I swallowed the wrong way. So, anyway, this is the time, whether it's legal matters, financial matters, business matters, or relationship matters, you want to seek help from a professional before you either make any abrupt changes, or when conflicts arise, it's just going to be overwhelming. You're not going to be able to handle it on your own. So definitely call on those trusted people that actually are professionals in whatever issue it is that you're dealing with, because you're going to need it. Watch out for backstabbing, gossip, rumors, you know, and do your best to be as honest as possible yourself. Because at this time, even the smallest white lie or deception will cause embarrassment, ruin, scandal, and you just don't want that. So, of course, the way to avoid all of these things, number one, is conserve your energy and protect yourself. Keep your eyes open and sharp, but do not do not try to force anything to happen. Just be on the lookout and be on your guard for anything that could possibly come your way at this time. Of course, prayer, meditation, your religion, your spiritual beliefs are going to be a very stabilizing and grounding and protective force at this time. So please stay connected to your spiritual side. You want to make sure that one of the best things that you can do using the Sagittarius energy of generosity and goodwill and humanitarianism, that you are generous and giving, contribute to a charity, or just go out of your way to help people, or do someone a favor, or, you know, look out for other people. Because again, you know, whatever you put out into the atmosphere, into the universe, you get back. So don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on the lack or, you know, problems. And instead try to focus on what you can do to help out someone else. And not that we want to do this for selfish reasons, but of course, whatever you give, you get back. And that's one of the best ways to help protect you against all this negativity over the next few days. Don't be overly critical of yourself either. Stop looking at your flaws. Stop, you know, feeling depressed or just down. We have a tendency to be our own worst enemies, and you want to really guard against the tendency to do that, because it's just, you really just want to focus on what's good and how to stay healthy as possible at this time. Again, unexpected, unwelcome changes are very possible, and it's going to be difficult, but you want to try to stay as open-minded and as flexible as possible. There is also, because of the nature of all of this energy, a chance or a tendency toward communicable diseases. So, unfortunately, you know, I want you all to remember that the pandemic is not over yet. I know it's starting to feel like, you know, things are getting back to normal. Things are opening up. People aren't wearing masks anymore. But because of this energy, you know, there's a very high likelihood that we're going to have a huge, like, resurgence, fourth wave, I guess, if people aren't cautious and protecting themselves and the people around them. Okay. What else that I want to highlight? The biggest thing, again, just be in touch with your spirituality. Whether you go to church, whether you know, worship on your own, no matter what you believe in, that and your generosity and goodwill and helping out others is going to be your best protection at this time against all of the negative energy that's going on around us. So the oil blend that I created, I named Arch or Arc, okay? And for one thing, Sagittarius is the archer. But also, I used some of the most protective essential oils in existence, protection against negative thought, feeling, emotion, against physical or psychic attack, against spiritual attack, against physical injury. And I blended them all together because this is kind of like my concoction of an archangel or an archangel. Okay, it's your best defense against whatever darkness is going to be surrounding you. All right, so what is in it is black pepper, yarrow, blue tansy, myrrh, hyssop, petitgrain, coriander, rose, geranium, and grapefruit. Now, again, most of those are very protective, physically and spiritually, emotionally, psychic protection oils, grounding, but also the uplifting of the florals of rose, geranium, and grapefruit help us find the positive, help us keep an optimistic, positive attitude without letting us get too overly optimistic. Okay, so again, take this, and think about it and do what you will. I mean, I certainly am going to be saging on Wednesday or Tuesday night, probably. I'm going to be diffusing my oils. I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be meditating. I'm going to try to find opportunities to do good. And I suggest you do the same. Of course, I'm going to be charging my crystals under this powerful full moon because they really are going to need to be working overtime for me in the next couple of weeks. And so I want them to soak up in all of that moonlight. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay blessed, love each other, take care of each other, all right? And take care of yourselves. Blessed be. Namaste.